What's going on, everybody? Just wanted to play, well, I already did this match, but I just wanted to play some quick OU. And so I got a match with Vince last night, so I wanted to share the recording, and so let's just get right into it. So, Tornadus Therian is led off on both sides, and I immediately just decided to use my Z Hurricane, basically because I knew that it would OHKO him. So I'm able to do that, and this pretty much just obliterates him. And that puts me up in a 6-5 early lead. So let's go ahead and skip ahead here. Oh, I didn't realize it would do that. Anyway, he goes Magnezone, so I'm going to switch out. Obviously, I don't want to stay on this. In on this, excuse me. So I go to my Gastrodon, and he's going to withdraw because obviously he doesn't want to stay in. Because he knew that I would switch into Gastrodon. So he predicted me very well there, which was a good play by my opponent. I have to directly go into Heatran because that's my only option. He obviously is going to predict that and just go for the Leech Seed. He seeds me, which, good for him. Now, I'm not going to play any games here. I'm going to just click Magma Storm. And he goes out into Landorus Therian, which, would take about 50% from that, but I missed, so that sucks. I'm going to get my health drained from Leech Seed, but that's okay, because I'm going to be able to switch out here, go directly into Clefable. Clefable is my best option to handle this Landorus Therian. So he gets up rocks, and now he's going to have to withdraw, so he switches out and goes to Tapu Lele. I'm going to be able to just go directly, I believe I go knockoff here, because I expected him to switch out. Yes, I do, okay. I go knockoff here, and I get rid of his specs. And I'm going to be able to switch out here and go into Heatran, because I'm thinking, well, Heatran is probably going to be my best option in order to kill this Tapu Lele, and that's really about all I had to switch into it, so I go into that. He goes Psyshock, and that does a decent amount of damage, but Heatran's going to be able to take that relatively well. He switches out here, not wanting to take a hit, and goes out into Skybite, which is his Sharpedo. I try to go for another Magma Storm, and I miss again, unfortunately. But I have to switch here, obviously, because he's going to go for the Waterfall, so I go right back into Clefable. He goes for the Protect. Now, I forgot what I did here. I either went Moonblast or T-Wave. I think I went T-Wave, though. It makes sense to me, anyway. Yeah, I went T-Wave, because I figured Ferrothorn would come back in, and I wanted to get that thing paralyzed. So that's the play that I made. Do I switch back out? Okay, I go to Terrakion this turn. So this is where I get really aggressive. Because I missed my... No, wait, I didn't get aggressive yet. So I'm threatening him with CC, so obviously he's going to want to switch on to Lando. And because he switched on to Lando, I get rocks up for free, which is really good for me. Okay, so I'm trying to locate the situation here where I start to get really aggressive. I believe I switch back to Clefable on this. No, I go to Tornadus. Okay, this was where I was starting to play aggressive. I go directly to Tornadus on this Lando as he goes U-turn, predicting that. So he gets off a good amount of damage considering I believe this is Hasty Tornadus Therian. He goes directly into Tapu Lele. Now I know for a fact that Hurricane will kill from this range because I did a damage calc. And so I feel very comfortable going for Hurricane. And so I click Hurricane. And I miss, of course. So that's 3 misses in a row. I die. And at this point, I'm really, really angry. So I go directly, I think I go into Terrakion here. And at the time, I was pretty upset. But I believe I went Stone Edge here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And then he went out into Lando. I think that's how this played out. And then I went for Stone Edge. Yep. And then I think at this point I was like, he's probably going to U-turn, so I'll just go for another one, and he does U-turn. So I was able to get that prediction. But right now I'm playing really aggro, and he doesn't realize this, I don't think. He goes into Magma Zone, he thinks I'm Choice Scarf. So keep that in mind, he thinks I'm Choice Scarfed, but he doesn't know. So he switches out into, what is this, Ferrothorn, to basically test out to see what would happen. and I go for close combat, and that's going to be able to pretty much do, I would say, 70% to that Ferrothorn. So that's definitely especially defensive Ferrothorn. Now, I knew for a fact there was no way he was going to let Ferrothorn just die to close combat there, so I played a really aggressive move, and I believe I went Swords Dance here, which brought me back down to just -1. And I knew for a fact that a -1 Stone Edge would kill him at this range. This is either the third Intimidate drop or the second, I'm not positive. But I go for Stone Edge here, that's going to be able to take out the Lando. So with all those aggressive plays, I ended up gaining a bunch of initiative on this man. He goes out into Magnezone. It's probably Scarf, but at this point I really didn't care. And so he's going to go for the Scarf Flash Cannon and knock me out now that he knows that I'm not Scarfed. This is actually a Sash Terrakion, so it ends up working out this way. Now I go into Mega Latios, and this is where the game gets very interesting. I'm going to go directly for my Mega Dragon Dance, and he's going to be switching out into his Ferrothorn, which at this point is very chipped off, very weak. So I knew for a fact that this was a perfect opportunity for me to set up my Dragon Dance with Mega Latios. And that's what I do. Sorry for no animations. I'll turn on animations for the next battle, but I disabled them basically because it's a quicker commentary. So I go for another Dragon Dance. Basically, my thought process was there's no way he's going to directly go for the Gyro Ball and kill me. He's probably going to set up a Leech Seed or a Lair. And at this point, I just click Earthquake, and I proceed to sweep his whole team. Because with +2 Mega Latios, there's literally nothing in the metagame that can stop it. Because you have Ice Beam for things like Tangrowth, Tapu Bulu, Lando Therian. Then for this, I just clicked Earthquake the rest of the game, pretty much. And that just finishes everything off. The reason why I uploaded this, though, basically was because he did play me quite a bit in the beginning, especially with the Gastro switches and the U-turn with Lando. But then I started to pick up initiative once I started playing very aggressive. So it ended up working out in my favor. And he's going to go directly into Magnezone, and at this point that's why I got up 2 Dragon Dances. Well, the main reason I got up 2 Dragon Dances was to clean it up, but he ends up forfeiting. So that was a good game, Vince. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll check you guys out next time. See you later.